Hello everybody, first at Hollywood Bets, Greybull is off at 25 to 1. That's the first race, which is the start of the bipot. We are on the poly, it's a poly meet, and we've got 8 races lined up for you. Len Mayhew's on the line to join me and go through the card. First is over 1,000 meters, it's an open maiden. 069164 3272, that's our WhatsApp number. And if you haven't got a Betway account yet, there's the QR code on 240. Excuse me, remember to hold up your phone camera, take a snap away at the QR code there, and you're on your way to the Betway website. So we're thinking of bankering this horse in the first leg, Smart Choice. Currently odds on to win it, 9 to 10 anyway. This is Tristan Godden's ride for the Michael Miller stable. Second choice is the one Moon Girl at 3 to 1 this morning, and the 6 Sierra Foxtrot is 9 to 2. Len, good morning. Is that the plan, to bank a Smart Choice, or what you doing?
Good morning, Clyde. Yes, it looks that way, Clyde. It's a bit of a tricky card again, but early on we got a couple of chances that look to win, and later on it gets more difficult. But this filly Smart Choice, she's been a little bit unpredictable, but her 2 Greybull runs were her best runs, albeit that was on the turf and not on the poly. She shows very good early speed, and if she gets a good lead into the straight, I think she'll be hard to catch. And in addition to that, I see that the stable have fitted her with the blinkers today, so hopefully that's the key. Moon Girl, Winter Miracle, and Sierra Foxtrot are the others that are most likely to be chasing her home, but I do think that she'll take some catching. Smart Choice.
All right, let's have a look at your bipot. Banker 4 by Banker 2, and then we're loading, because it is looks that way. The first 2 legs we hopefully should be okay, and then the next half becomes rather challenging. It's a 448 bipot. Okay, let's get to race number 2 now, and this is a maiden plate over 1,400 meters. Take out 5, take out 6, so you're left with just the 7 runners. The odds-on favourite to win is the Justin Snaith horse, Hazel Green, who's priced up at 13 to 20 to win it. Tristan Godden riding for the yard. Number 2, Hazel Green, odds on, and should take her power a beating. Tipperary, Tinny Prinsloo will be hoping Michael Michelle and Tipperary can come to the fore. They at 7 to 2 at the moment, and one dancing in D-Mark is at 4 to 1. It's 8 to 1 and better about the balance. Hazel Green, odds on. Cape Town form does seem to represent the strongest in the race. Len, I guess, as we saw in your bipot already, place accumulator banker all the same.
Yes, Clyde, she deserves her place at the top of the boards today. She did run below par last time, but it was clearly not her run. And she's placed in 7 of her 10 runs to date. So, if she enjoys the poly, she should be hard to beat. Tipperary, she's consistent. She's a consistent place getter, but she's battling to win. And today she's having a 30th attempt to try and get out the maidens. So for me, Hazel Green, if anything beats her, it can only be herself, because she's in a very moderate field today. So I expect her to win.
Got it. Okay, PA's banker 2, and then we do have a banker later on, the second last leg of the place accumulator. Len's bankering the 5 horse, that horse in the 7th race. The 5 is lunch money, and then a couple of horses at the back. 336 Rand PA. This is another open maiden, and this time we're going over 2,000 meters. Take out 3, take out 9, take out 11. They're all not running in this event. And number 4, Diamond Maker, tops the board. Callan Murray riding for the De Kock team, and that's at 3 to 1 to win it. One Last Ovation is 33 to 10. 8 Quick Smart is at 4 to 1. Spoke to Dominic Zaki this morning. He likes Quick Smart, gives it a chance. 6 Skipper O'Malley is at 11 to 2, and the 5 on the card trading at 10s, 12s and better about the balance. Diamond Maker, the horse to beat, but I don't leave out Dom's horse. Quick Smart got a chance, Len.
Clyde, yes, I don't particularly like this race. It's an open maiden handicap, so one needs to consider the lighter weights. Look, Diamond Maker, 3 runs, showing signs of improvement. He's jumping up from a 1400 to a 1950, I think, to a 2000 meter race today. Probably going to be in his favour, but I'm not going to just put my trust in that, because to me it's a very difficult race. You've got a horse like Crimson Typhoon. I know it's 20-1, but she ran an improved race last time with the removal of the blinkers. And today she's got the tongue tie fitted, and with a very handy galloping weight of 50 kilos, she could come into the reckoning. Then the 5 or so Krabies, there's another with a very lightweight. And if he puts his best foot forward, he must come in with a big stay. And then there's Quick Smart, who's trying the Polly. And as you mentioned, that Dominic says he fancies it a bit. So that's got to go in. So as I said, I don't like the race, so I've loaded up here in all perms.
Okay, got it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. First leg of the pick 6, and that perm will cost you $225 for 10%. Okay, guys, let's get on to race number 4 now and see what the situation is in this particular event. And quickly just have a look at what the story is for race number 4. And in terms of any card changes that you need to be aware of, note that 7 is out and that 11 is out. They're not running here. From a market perspective, let me give you an idea as to what the betting is on the 4th race. This morning they priced up number 2, Try Quite at 7-2. 8 The Wolf is at 7-2. They're actually joints. 9 Blizzard Boy is 6-1. 5 Toonsil 13-2. 7-1 the 6 Hot Fix. And it's 12s and better about the balance. Market-wise, I don't really see much other than maybe Lucinda Woodruff's also backing a little bit of support for that. Who's riding it? Is it Callum Murray that's riding this horse, Blizzard Boy? Yeah, shortened into 6-1. Well, it was at 7s, previously 8s, but some of the betting's also been adjusted. Open race, Len?
Yes, Clyde, it's another tricky race. However, I did like the run of the 7-year-old last time, 6 Hot Fix. He was doing his best work late, and all 8 of his wins have been recorded on the Poly track. So he is my first choice. I need to respect Blizzard Boy from the Cape, but he's just recently won a maiden, so quite a step up. And then also trying the Poly for the first time. We don't really know how he'll go. The other Hollywood horse, Try Quite, he showed signs of improvement last time, and he must be included along with the 8 horse, the Wolf, Clyde. But I expect the winner to come from one of those 4 mentioned, but it is possible that something else could pop up.
Yeah, it's one of those races. Not an easy race, this. And in the jackpots, we've gone 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. If you want to, you spend a bit more, you go field. That jackpot as it stands cost 160. Here's this morning's betting on race 5. Bussy Ruckvart's favourites, 4-1. They bet 4-1 the field here. MJ Odendaal is the trainer of Bussy Ruckvart. Second choice, number 1, Global Movement, who's at 5s from the Tinny Prinsloo stable. 5-1, number 2, Mountains of the Moon. I like that. Ridden by Musa Heb for the Robbie Hills stable. The 5, Ultra Quick, is trading at 5-1. 8 National Dream 6-1. Number 4 Dapper is trading at 7-1 or 8-1 thereabouts. 7 Toucan Tango is at 10s, and then it's 12s and better the others. Another one of those races looks open, but I like a bit of Mountains of the Moon. You give it a chance, Len?
Yes, Clyde, I do give it a chance, but I do prefer others. As you mentioned, you've just got to look at the betting here to see what an open race it is. But I do like the 6 horse, Bussy Ruckvart. He enjoys the Poly and he's very versatile. So you can expect another honest run from him. Global Movement, I made a danger. He showed signs of, showed signs of a return to form last time. This is the first time he's had a decent draw in his last 10 runs. And if he's not too far off them turning for home, I expect a bold run from him. And then there's a roughie that I included here, number 9, Irish Anthem. They fitted the tongue tie last time, and that looks to be the answer for him because he raced wide and everything, and he still won very comfortably that day. So I think this is a dark horse in the race. But yeah, again, open race. But as I say, I do like my first choice is Barcy Rockfight.
Okay, Bossy Rockfight goes into the play, and Len's got 1, 5, 6, and 9 in there in the first leg, and then horses, and 1 and 4 at the back. That second jackpot will cost 384. Okay, this race has got Pop Chart top of the boards, and they have scratched number 8 on the card. That's not running, so make a note of that. Being continued support for Dean Kanemajer's horse here. Pop Chart keeps shortening. Now 5-2. It was 7-2 earlier. So they're back in this with a bit of an adjustment here and there due to scratching, but money for Pop Chart. 7 Vanakam is 9-2. Number 6 Kalahari Roller is 5-1. 3 Don Karari is 11-2. And the 4 Inside Voice 13-2, together with a 5 United Nation also at 13-2. Then you can double figures about the others in the race. So interesting Kanemajer's horse here, Len. What do you think?
Yes, Clyde, he certainly needs to be respected. If he's from PE, but they obviously feel he's way better than the PE horses, and they're bringing him up to Durban to try. Because, I mean, look, he went to Joburg last time and he ran a cracker, being beaten only 1.5 lengths by Miami Mountain. For me, the only question mark will be the Polly, but he certainly does look useful. But I found a bit of a roughie here, Clyde. I really do think she's good value. Number 9, Dark Matter. If you look at her last run, she ran in the A division. She ran behind Taxi to the Moon, who came out and won again after he won the Golden Horse 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later. And she was only under 4 lengths behind him. Just next to her were horses like I Am Giant, Otaniqua, King of the Gauls, all top-class horses, Clyde. And to me, the only negative for her is the draw of 9. Well, she's come into 8 now with the scratching. But I really do feel that she's a big runner. Her only run on the Polly, she was doing low flying at the finish. Another 2 more strides, she would have won. So for me, she's a very big runner. As I say, though, depends on how good Pop Chart is. So we'll only know later. But looking past those two, there are quite a few in with chances.
Yeah, you're right. Look, Pop Chart did run in the company of, as you say, Miami Mountain, and those Zalatoris came from there and won. It was quite a strong field, but interesting that you're onto this horse, Dark Matter. We'll use it in the trifecta by bankering that with those horses behind. So Len's found the 9 Dark Matter as the horse to beat. All right, welcome back. Let's get on to our next race. Lunch Money. This is Len's play of the day. Dom Zaki, we did speak to Dom. He likes this horse. 9-2. Chad Little is riding it for the yard. 2 Qualibana tops the boards, or Calibana's at 7-2 favourite. 3 Gorgeous Dude is at 4-1. Number 1 Saudi Sweep is currently trading at 9-2, and the 5 Lunch Money is at 9-2. You can get 7-1 about the 4 Professor Lupin, and 7-1 about the 8 Paratrooper. Then it's double figures about the others. Len, let's talk about Lunch Money now. I know you told me this is the one to beat today. You'll be looking for something to sort of lean on, and we're going to lean on this. He won a good start last time out. Well, they got up, he beat the Dodge Sugarbush a short head, and there were a couple behind that have certainly got chances when they run again next time. Maybe that builds the confidence.
Yes, Clyde. Look, as I said, it's a tricky card today, and we need bankers. So I'm not banking him just for the sake of banking him. I do think that Dominic Zaki has found the answer to Lunch Money. He was a little disappointing since joining the stable. But the last time he ran, he removed the blinkers and bang, he arrived safe. And it was a good win because it was 1,000 meters on the Polly, and it was a little bit outpaced, but he was really doing good work at the end. And I think now with that he's gained a bit of confidence with that win, I think he can follow up. And I think the 1,200 will be much more suited to him. If you look back in his form, he's run with some very good horses in the past. Sail the Seas, 3.5 lengths off Sail the Seas, 3 lengths off Arctic Wizard, 5 lengths off Otaniqua, 4 lengths off Tenanga. Those are all A division horses. So, he's got the ability. So I'm going, as Daryl says, duck or no dinner. So I'm going Lunch Money or No dinner.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, let's have a good lunch then, and we'll be using lunch money in our play. Len is boxing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the cautious play, but it's bankered in all the exotics. Okay, the last one. This is an apprentice race. It's over 1,200 meters. And let me bring you straight to the market of the last race here. They've got this horse, Preacher Man, top of the boards for the Candice Bass stable. Happy Damien Pile's riding is at 3-1 to win it. One Wedding Vow, Lucinda Woodruff's horse, that Khaleesi Mbutu's riding is at 7-2. The 12 Amifit is trading at 6s. The 8 Furtano is at 7s. 7 number 9 Acacia's Blossom. And 8-1 the 3-1 Path. It's double figures about the balance of the runners. So down to the Appies we come to. Lenny. I see Appy Musaheb is on a nice outsider time in Paris for Com Naidu stable for Trifecta's Quartets. But what are you doing at the back?
Well, Clyde, since they scratched my original choice, Clickbait, I've had to redo the poems. And the 2-year-old Preacher Man, look, she was outclassed last time in the Race Coast Sales Slipper, where it was won by Turn It Up, who really is a top individual. And she comes back to her fillies event here. If she takes to the Polly, she's certainly going to be the one to beat. I have backed her up with the one-horse Wedding Vow, who won quite well last time. So for me, those are the top two, but it does run deeper than that. But I'm taking a chance with going 1 and 4.
Okay, we'll use both of them. 1 and 4 in this race. Wedding Vow. We intend on using that. Again, that's Khaleesi Mbutu's ride and Preacher Man, Damien Pile, riding there for the Candice Bass yard. 1 and 4. Exactas, if you want to go deeper than that, 1, 3, 4, 8 and 12. Thanks for watching Betway Weighted to Win on this Wednesday.